welcome back to Psychedelica of the Ashen Hawk. This has been a very interesting turn of events from the last episode. We ended it by going around in search of, first off, Rabbit, because the little demon child, that thief, decided to lose it. Which it ended up being back at the church, but yeah, but yes, we were continuing being handyman. We ended up getting a suggestion of dressing up as said female and asking questions around. And we came across a tavern that had some secret nightclub for mostly men, apparently, and she gave us a wig in payment because we were just that cute. Anyways, now we're back at the tower, and let's see what happens from here. What kind of crud can Ashen Hawk get us into this time? Let's see. I was back at the tower. My face stung from running through the cold winter air, but the wig I was carrying was slightly warm. What should I do?
ボルグだから話を聞いてくれないってことなら、兄ちゃんが姉ちゃんになればいいんだよ。
A little freaking grin. Actually, this was very convenient. In order to continue investigating, I would have to dress up as a woman. And I had just received an item to help me with that. Oh, but my clothes. I'm sure I had women's clothes with me somewhere. And I should have something I can wear from the batch of used goods I got from a prior job. Things were beginning to progress much more quickly now. I didn't want to dress this way, but it was for the investigation. This was only for work. I found the clothes immediately. Even after 10 minutes of holding one of the dresses, I was still agonizing over wearing it, before I finally gave in and put it on. The soft cloth felt so delicate, like it would tear if I handled it too roughly. It was a bit large and difficult to move around in. And the skirt... What was this? I wasn't too fond of the sudden chilly breeze under my legs. Around my legs. Around my legs. Did they all wear such flimsy clothing when they went outside? This was making me depressed. Very depressed. There was no way I could be happy about it. I finally put on the wig I was given earlier. Did it match my outfit? What did I look like? I was sure I put it on correctly. Ask Ashen Hawk, trust me. I turned around. It felt light. My hair and clothes felt like they were gliding in the wind. One more time. I spun around even faster once more, with a little bounce in my step. One turn, 2, 3. Then my eyes met with someone's. Look at how he's looking at her. He's like, ooh, are you doing this just for me? I had completely forgotten about the Tower Overlord.
これは驚いた。
Oh, you look so kawaii. Ashen Hawk. It's not what it looks like.
このような裏ぶれた塔にいかようですかな。可憐なご婦人。
He doesn't does he even realize who this is? Huh? What are you saying?
もしや月下の舞踏会のパートナーをお探しか。
I'm just curious how he would actually hit on someone that, you know, he just only met. Friggin' horn dog.
ならば不詳の身ではありますが、このハイタカが務めさせていただきましょう。
Listen to me.
では失礼。どうぞこの私めに体を委ねてください。
Ashen Hawk placed his hands around my waist and pulled me toward him. His face was so close, as close as it was when he would give me his good luck charms. Cut it out! You know who I am!
もちろん。私が君を見まごうはずがないだろ。
Okay, I'm sorry, but that is a very smooth line right there. And like, if he actually knew it was you this whole time and he was just like, yes, you're a lovely lady now. I don't know, that just seems like it would be, I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird. Let me go. You didn't have to mess with me like this.
からかう？とんでもない。本当に可憐だと思ったし、本当に踊りたいと思ったんだよ。
Aw, just give him one dance. See, at least he's not laying on the freaking bed sleeping all day or sitting on the couch. Liar!
嘘じゃない。私の瞳を見てごらん。これが嘘をついている者の瞳だと思うか？
Look at his eyes. Is he lying? I don't know. I don't have to look. You're always... Ah! Oh, wow. I could see my own face in Ashen Hawk's eyes. It was the only place in the world where I could see my reflection. She really is pretty. Like, she looks gorgeous right there. Don't you think? She looks really pretty. I like that CG. I was a girl with the same hair color as Francisca's. A girl who was pitifully trying to push herself away from this man. I suddenly got embarrassed and looked down at the floor. I was sure my face was bright red, so I didn't want him to see.
すまない。少し冗談が過ぎたようだ。
No. I really did like how I could see my reflection through your eye. And... sorry, I've got a whole bunch of Discord going off. But, yeah, you didn't take the joke too far. I think she's just so used to having to put up a manly front and, you know, live her life as a dude, even though Ashen Hawk knows who she is and Francisca knows who she is and always suggested apparently for her to be girly freely at the Wolf Manor. I think that she just got simply embarrassed by the whole situation. So I mean, he could have went a lot further, which wouldn't be so appropriate, but it could happen, let's say. But anyways, so you were joking.
私も少し舞い上がってしまったようだ。それくらい本当に可愛らしい。
You need to now at this point say, I may have taken that joke too far, but look her straight in the eyes and be like, I think you are actually a very beautiful woman right now in front of me. Do not ever be ashamed of yourself, girl, because even in just this look right here, even though you have a little frown and stuff, like you're disappointed, you look beautiful. Don't let anybody else tell you different. Oh, she's embarrassed. That's so cute. It was the next day after that exchange. It wasn't because I felt more confident after what Ashen Hawk said, but I decided to leave the tower dressed as a woman. First, I'll go to church to show Elric. Then I'll go around town to talk to people I couldn't previously. Who are you going to claim to be if there's nobody ever coming into the town through the bridges and stuff? Like, how are you going to explain that? I planned it all out, but quickly regretted it upon stepping outside. Yeah, because it's going to be so freaking cold. It was hard to walk around. Never had the snowy forest been so difficult to trek through. I thought I was used to walking through here, but I didn't think it would be so different in different shoes. Not only that, but all this snow was so bothersome. I began to worry about whether it would soil the skirt. Although no one was looking, it would be too improper to roll up my skirt and walk. By the time I arrived in town, I had taken more than double the time I usually did. Oh shoot. Wow, she's pretty. I should wait to change until after I get to town next time. I took it as a lesson learned.
Yeah, いらっしゃい.
Hey, gorgeous, how you doing? I opened the door to the church and was welcomed by a smiling Lawrence. I had two problems in that moment. First, how would I talk when dressed this way? The tone of voice I would use and the way I'd speak had completely slipped my mind. Another problem was how to call Elric over. Lawrence didn't know I was a woman. And if a stranger called for Elric all of a sudden, it would be far too suspicious. I cursed myself for being so careless and not thinking it through ahead of time.
見違えたね。びっくりしたよ。
He knows. Can you tell by the eyes? Like, the eyes are still the same. Huh? Different? What does he mean?
エルリックから聞いてはいたけど、そこまで可愛く変わるとは思っていなかった。
That's a lovely compliment coming from you, Lawrence. Thank you. Anyways, she does look very pretty. I can't say that enough. Elric! Get out here right now! I shouted out of instinct. I didn't care how a woman should speak. I heard playfully trotting footsteps get closer.
なんだよ、大声出して。うわ、本当に女装してきたんだ。
You! I told you not to tell anyone!
え？ああ、ロレンスには話したよ。その方が都合いいだろうし。
Uh-huh. How? Why would you go and do that?
はあ、落ち着いて。女の子がそんな声を出すものじゃないよ。
I was close to grabbing Elric, but I noticed the rabbit standing between us. Oh, the girly girl is coming out. Oh, you are so cute. Oh, I just want to give you hugs and kisses. Anyways. She seemed to be looking at me as if she wanted to tell me something. What?
触ってもいいかって聞いてる。
Oh, she doesn't believe her eyes. I don't mind. Oh, how cute! Wah! The rabbit showed off her jumping prowess and leapt up onto my shoulder. The rabbit's face comes close to mine. I can see her eyes glimmering with envy. I never thought to ask, but perhaps the rabbit was a girl? I mean, Elric was saying she all the time, you know, when talking about rabbit. I thought you knew it was a female.
よかったね。ウサギも褒めてくれてるよ。
Oh, we'll tell her thank you.
エルリックはどう思うんだい？彼女のこの格好を見て。
Why did I bother putting a female's name in if we're gonna constantly call me Jeremiah, even when I'm dressed up as said female?
はあ？僕は別になんとも。
ダメだよ。女の子が着飾ってきたんだから何か言ってあげないと。
Yeah, it does make the females feel a lot better.
まあ、悪くないんじゃない？
Oh, give me that full face. Yes. He was blushing slightly. It seemed he was trying to hide his bashfulness. My anger waned after saying that. No matter how much of a fuss I made about it, I couldn't take back what was already known. Hey, Lawrence,
俺はおかしいと思うよ。
Please don't tell anyone that I'm a woman.
もちろん誰にも言わない。
You're such a sweetheart.
エルリックも僕以外の人に言うことはないよ。そこは信用してくれていい。
I'm better. I saved his rabbit. Really? I glanced at Elric, but he was still looking away. And the rabbit looked at me with sad eyes. Aww. I didn't know rabbits could have such personalities. Fine, I'll believe you, but only because I believe Lawrence and the rabbit. Looking at Lawrence and Elric's reactions, it seemed there were no problems with my outfit. I had to go and finish what I set off to do. First thing would be to talk to the people of the Hawk faction. Be careful, they might try to, like, kidnap you and stuff. I hated to admit it, but I was feeling a lot less tense after all that happened in the church just now. I renewed my resolve and headed out to the town square, dressed as a woman. I had been so fixated on my mission that I hadn't really noticed earlier. But the town was moving quickly in preparation for the masquerade. Some shop stalls had already been set up. No, it looked like there were stalls preparing for the masquerade. They were selling decorations and cloth used for the festival. How pretty.
お嬢ちゃん、これなんてどうだい？
Here's the tester. Huh?
飾り付け用だけど、ドレスに仕立ててくる子だっているよ。
A particular stall had caught my eye, and the shopkeeper noticed. It's not for me. It might be a bit too loud.
何言ってるんだい。マスカレードは豊穣の祭りなんだ。これくらいドーンと花柄を押し出していかないと。
She looks like she's about to slap me.
なんたって街中が花や果実で飾り付けられるんだからね。その中で目立とうってなら、これくらい気合い入れていかないと。
おいばあさん、無理に進めてんじゃねえよ。
誰がばあさんだい誰が。
布飾りなんかよりうちで仮面買っていかねえか。こっちはマスカレードの必需品だしよ。
どさくさに紛れて客を取ろうって ってんのかい。
Oh.
向こうの方が騒がしいな。
Hey, live on. Let's see if you recognize me.
いつものくだらねえ揉め事だろ。ほっとこうぜ。
そういうわけにもいかないだろう。ほら、お前も来い。
Uh-oh. Levon and Levi were walking in between the shop stalls, making their way over. Levon! I started to call out to them, but stopped immediately. I'm Jeremiah, but I sure don't look like Jeremiah now. I can't have them see me like this. I turn my back to the arguing shopkeepers and decide to leave. Phew, that was close. If those two were here, then this area must be under the jurisdiction of the wolves. I moved further away as I remembered my original objective. I needed to ask the Hawks about the Kaleidovia. Now wasn't the time to be enjoying the festival.
そこのお嬢さん、一ついかがですか？
Why? I mean, huh? Yes. I got caught again. It was a stall selling baked goods. A sweet aroma seemed to fill the entire area. In that moment, I remembered I hadn't had breakfast. It took long enough this morning to get changed into my outfit. But I don't have any money. Despite my hunger, my lack of funds made the decision for me.
構いませんよ。今日はお試しです。気に入ったら祭り本番で買ってください。
Well, thank you.
あ、ついでにお友達にも宣伝してください。
Yeah, I'll be sure to do that. He handed one over to me as he spoke. Should I take it? Though still hesitant, I fell victim to its fragrance and took a bite. The layered crust made a crunching sound. The layered crust made a crunching noise, and I bit into the soft, warm pastry. Oh, that sounds so good. This is delicious.
でしょ？これ自信作なんです。
Got a baker. A man that didn't look like he should be owning a shop gave a big smile. Huh? Have I met him before? Oh, right. He was with the Hawk Alliance, the one who brushed me off when I asked about the Kaleidovia last time. I see. So the Alliance has opened up shops on this corner. I didn't know he could be so kind. Well, of course, he wants to sell. Was it because I was dressed as a woman? Or because he didn't know I was with the wolves? Either way, this was my chance to ask. There's something I'd like to ask. Right when I opened my mouth...
おい、何可愛い子引っ掛けようとしてるんだ？
Dude, screw off.
相変わらず手が早いな。お前の女に言いつけるぞ。
He's just trying to sell his pastries, my goodness. Stop screwing with him.
バカ！俺はただ祭りに向けて宣伝をしてるだけだ。
Baka. People from other shops began to gather.
あ、お嬢さん。宣伝するならうちのブドウ酒がおすすめですよ。
Yeah, sure.
こいつの焼き菓子は腹にたまらない。その割に値段が高い。
おい！
その点、うちのブドウ酒は保存も効くし、たくさん飲むといい気分になれる。
Y'all should be picking each other up. Well, I mean, you guys are an alliance.
酒が苦手なら料理にだって使えるんだ。どうです？欲しくなってきません？
Ooh, cooking with wine. Sounds delish. I'm...
女の子は食い気よりおしゃれだよな。
Oh dear. You're never gonna get anywhere with this.
いや、ちょうどよかった。俺は小物の店を出す予定でさ。
お前ら人の商売の邪魔をするな。
I couldn't do anything but laugh. Whether it was the wolves or hawks, they were all the same. They were excited by the festive mood, and they did what they wanted in a cheerful way.
お嬢さん、こうなったら好きなだけ持って行って友達にも配ってきてください。さあ。
だからそんな空気みたいな歌詞よりブドウ酒の方が魅力的だろ。酔えるし。
You know, I can take a little sample of your wine as well to go with the pastry, you know. Just saying.
この髪飾りなんか似合うんじゃないか。ほらぴったり。
I can't take a hairpin as a sample, so I don't know. How do I get out of here? You ain't never gonna leave. As for the results from talking to people all day, in the end, my investigation made absolutely no progress. I barely had a chance to talk to anyone. The strong feeling of wasted effort remained. I even dressed up like this too. But it was kind of fun. Just a little. Dressing in an outfit different from usual gave me a fresh new experience. I also managed to talk to people in the Hawk faction when they usually wouldn't give me the time of day. It wasn't all a waste. I think I could keep talking to the Hawks if I dress up like this. Oh, but it should be easier to talk to the wolves in my regular outfit. Yeah, starting tomorrow, I'll alternate between the two as needed. She had this weird smile on her face. Various plans came to mind as I thought about it. My stride was lighter than usual because of the skirt. With no more excuses to make, I began to walk down the foggy path alone. Snowy forest has been unlocked, yeah. To start from the upper left. Right here. We go to the church, yeah. What? It's locked. Why? Okay. Maybe this one? Dangerous shot. If anything happens, please let me know.
その時はまた呼ぶよ。
I bid farewell to the client and headed into the alleyway. Nice, 5 days of pay. Quite an amount, if I say so myself. I think I could get something nice today. Maybe I can replace the pot with the hole in it. Or maybe I can buy some meat for dinner. No, it's more important to save money. You never know when there will be an emergency. Perhaps I was caught off guard because my pockets were newly lined. Or maybe because it was still broad daylight. I didn't notice people sneaking up from behind. I was hit in the back and fell forward. With my teeth clenched in pain, I turned around and saw 2 men carrying sticks.
おい、頭を狙えと言っただろ。
悪い、ちょっと手元が狂ったよ。
This is... Feeling impending danger, I quickly jumped up. I ran as fast as I could to a place that was more populated. But the impact on my back hurt so much. I soon was unable to run and hobbled out of the alleyway. No, I almost escaped, but...
おい、ちょっと待て!
He grabbed my collar and pulled me back. I was slammed against the wall, losing my breath again. There were more of them?
逃げんじゃねえよ。
なかなか素早いガキじゃねえか。まあいいや。とりあえず出しな。
Oh, fuck. You bastards. surrounded. There's nowhere to run now. Hand what over? Ooh. He swung the stick at my arm. It probably wasn't broken, but the pain was excruciating.
分かってんだろうが。便利や風情が偉そうな顔してんじゃねえ。有り金出しときゃ命までは取らねえよ。
Got 3 words for you. Eat my shorts. They probably saw me receive my pay earlier. I had completely let my guard down.
ほうけてんならもう一発行くぜ。
The 3 of them, ganging up on me. They must be career criminals. They didn't hesitate in hurting others, so they must be making a living out of this.
聞いてんのかこら。
A hard fist slammed against the side of my face, and I almost passed out.
おめえはほんと血の気が多いんだからよ。この前みたいに川に落とすなよ。
うるせえな。あの親父の声が尺に触ったんだよ。
Their laughs were grating. Everything about their conversation and the manner was offensive. If I defeat one, I might be able to escape. If I could just get a shot in while they were cackling. More than anything else, I was angry. I hate how they all gang up on one person and think they have the upper hand. They're such cheats. The anger made my body hotter. I felt the sizzle of heat in my right eye. Oh, oh, you better hope that they don't report you. Not now. I quickly covered my right eye and gasped. Irritated, the men began kicking me.
いい加減待たせんなよ。それともボコボコにされねえとわかんねえのか。
I'll take it out right now. Left without a choice, I took out the pay I received earlier.
そうじゃねえよ。全部出せって言ってんだ。
My goodness, man. You know what? Y'all need to trip and fall into the freezing cold river yourselves. Asshats. I handed over my wallet, and they were finally satisfied. They picked it up off the ground. Right before they left, they hit me one more time. Damn it! That was all I could spit out, alone in the alley. Oh no. Tell Ashen Hawk maybe he'll turn into a freaking bear and maul them. I dragged my heavy body back to the tower and breathed a sigh of relief when I saw that Ashen Hawk wasn't there. I don't want him to see me like this. Similar things had happened in the past, but I either managed to escape or minimize the damage. It's been a while since I got hurt this badly. I rinsed the dirt off my scrapes and felt a dull pain everywhere. I could still move, but the pain would probably linger. My cheek might be swollen. My left cheek still stung from where they punched me. The inside of my mouth was cut, but the bleeding had stopped. I hope Ashen Hawk doesn't come back. I didn't want anyone to see me like this. I felt so pitiful. I fell onto my bed and heard the window creak. It had started snowing when I returned to the tower. There might be a blizzard tonight. I better finish my business before it gets worse. I tried to think, but the lights and sounds seemed to fade away. I felt terribly cold. The wind rattled the windows, and I shivered. I didn't know why my hands, chest, and face were burning. Ooh, another nightmare. I felt as if there was something hot oozing out of my right eye. I was sure it would burn up if I touched it. It's like fire. My mouth moved, but no voice came out. I couldn't stop shaking. It felt so cold, but a burning heat spread from my hands across my body. This is a curse, I thought. Those words echoed in my head over and over again. It's a curse. My feverish body was helpless toward it. I slowly closed my eyes.
Chigau.
Huh? The room was eerily quiet. I didn't remember what I was thinking or dreaming about. I only felt the chill in my right cheek and the calm flow of blood within me. Ashen Hawk?
ああ、ここにいるよ。
I looked up and saw him sitting on the side of my bed with his hand on my swollen cheek. Ashen Hawk's body was cold as ice. He knew that, so he rarely let me touch him. But that cold hand felt good on my cheek right now.
ひどく腫れているようだったから。冷たいかい？
It's just right.
氷か何かでと思ったんだけれどね。袋がどこにあるのかわからなかった。
I laughed. It was very like Ashen Hawk to say that. No, this is fine. This feels good too. My heart felt calm, like the pain and heat were finally going away. I feel ashamed now, wishing he wouldn't come back. Ashen Hawk kept his hand on my cheek and stayed by my side. Compared to how we usually were, this felt a little bizarre. After a long silence, Ashen Hawk suddenly moved my bangs and frowned.
少し目が赤くなっているね。
You look almost upset about it. Oh. I tried to cover it and felt the remnants of a smoldering fire.
誰かに手を挙げられたのかい？痛むのも頬だけではないんだろう。
He looks pissed. Boy, are you going to go and teach them a lesson and get all that money back? Ashen Hawk's hand felt comfortable, so I didn't want to answer. Ashen Hawk frowned in anger, but quickly tilted his head down and spoke in a gentle tone.
では、痛みが取れるまでそばにいよう。君の炎が穏やかになるまで。
Aw, he really is a dope, but a sweetheart. I'll be fine alone.
私が平気ではないんだよ。ここにいさせてくれ。
Ashen Hawk spoke kindly, as if he saw right through my bluff. He's so gentle, I don't know how to respond. What should I have said for it to sound more like me? I entrusted myself to his cold touch. It really feels good. I could feel my breathing and my body temperature returning to normal. The window clattering actually reminded me of reality. Is there a blizzard outside?
ああ、雪が真横に降っているよ。今日は一日部屋にこもるのがいい。
Holy cow, yeah, he's going sideways, yeah. You're smiling. I bet it's not even snowing that much.
よくわかったね。私の住所は聡明だ。
My master is sweet on himself and his attendant, after all.
いいじゃないか。自分にも他人にも厳しく生きるのはなかなかの苦行だよ。
Yeah, that's true. I mean, c'est la vie. You never lived that way.
驚いたな。どうして知ってるんだい？
The way he spoke made me laugh. I couldn't tell if it was an act. If it's not that bad, I have to go back to town.
呆れたな。君は今自分がどんな顔をしているのか分かっていないのかい？
Well, perhaps I will if you let me stare into my reflection through your eyes, eh? Again. Nah. I don't understand how you guys don't know what a freaking mirror is by now. Huh? How do I look? I wondered if it was that swollen, but an unexpected answer came through.
幸せそうな顔だ。
What? What? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm happy after getting my ass kicked and robbed. So yeah, I'm really friggin' happy. I'm not making a face like that.
それならそれでもいいが、まだ起き上がってはダメだ。済ませなければいけない用事があるなら。代わりに私が済ませよう。
What? Mr. Lazy Pants? You're going to do what I was going to have to do. Oh, this is rich. I have to report to a client.
今日は街へ行きたくないな。
Figures. Well, that blew over quite as expected. I need to buy food supplies.
重いものは持てそうにない。
Wow. I need to prepare dinner.
誤って火事を起こしそうだ。
You're an exasperating individual. Now I have to get up.
いいから静かに。じっとして。
You, monsieur. His answer was just as His answer was just as expected, but when he said it that way, I felt like I had to oblige. To be honest, I did want to stay right there a bit longer. It helps me forget about all of the bad stuff. The gentle atmosphere calmed me. The swelling in my cheeks seemed to have gone away too.
君はもっと甘やかされていいんだよ。誰からも自分からも。
Oh. Then how would I live? A certain somebody here can't do any of the household chores.
誰のことだろうな。心当たりはないが、そういうこともあるんだろうね。
Dude, I want to slap you and hug you at the same time. Jeez. If I could just live life spoiling myself, of course I would.
できないと思い込んでいるだけじゃないのかい？
Hope springs eternal, I guess. I don't know. It'd probably be difficult for me to live that way.
ならせめて私が甘やかしてあげるよ。
When you say it that way. His cold finger caressed my cheek. It felt comforting, but also ticklish. I'm okay now. If you're going to put in the effort anyway, you should learn to be more independent.
一人で過ごさないことこそが私にできる甘やかし方なのさ。
I'm your frigging servant slave. What the hell? What's that supposed to mean? Still in disbelief, I got up from bed. My back and stomach still hurt, but I felt better than before. Ashen Hawk's cold touch lingered on my cheek, and the pain was gone. When I brought my hand to it, it didn't feel swollen anymore. It doesn't hurt.
おまじないをかけておいたからね。すぐに良くなるよ。
It's quite a convenient charm to be able to heal wounds.
そうとも。私は万能な魔術師だからね。
Omnipotent wizard. Okay, so, what exactly happened, yeah? Where were you? Why didn't you go and get the money back, Wizard. More like a con artist. This poor guy. There would be no end to it if I had to refute everything Ashen Hawk said. I straightened out my clothes and prepared to go back into town.
もう行くのかい？寂しいな。
I'm still here. How are you lonely? Who's spoiling who here?
本当は行きたくないのだと聞こえてくるんだよ。私には。
But I'm gonna have to, because nobody else is gonna do it. I have to. I cut the conversation short and headed out the tower. A strong, cold wind blew through my hair. It made me want to go and give up already.
本当は行きたくないのだと聞こえてくるんだよ。私には。
Well, that's because I don't want to go, sweetheart, but I have to. Mortified that he saw right through me, I stomped through the forest anyway. I had already forgotten about my injuries. Ow. Oh, that one's still. Da-da-da. Go to West Alley. Black Shadow.
さあ来たわ。行くわよ。3、2、1、せーの。
Sarah. I got you.
もう逃がさないわよ。言い訳は通じないんだからね。
なんでお前がここに？違うんだ。これただの偶然で。
I heard the man's pitiful cries in the cold winter air. Yikes, I sure don't want to be in his shoes now. It was a job through a referral from a regular client. Her request was to find proof of infidelity from her lover. Oh. You know what? If she kicked you in the nuts that they fall off, you deserve it. Now that I had helped her with that, it was a fact that her lover was cheating on her.
そんなつもりじゃないんだ。これには事情があって。
事情もクソもあるもんですか。あとは家でゆっくり聞くから覚悟してらっしゃい。
Make sure you chop them off.
ああ、便利屋さん、手伝ってくれてありがとう。おかげでこの通り、こってり絞ることができそうだわ。
Clap, clap, clap. Well done, Chica. You kick his ass. Kick it. Yes. I'm happy for her. Wait, that's not right. Good luck, I guess?
ええ、報酬はさっき言った通り、明日渡すから、改めて取りに来てちょうだい。それじゃ、行くわね。
Who the hell would want to do anything with you, you ugly twerp? A grown man was being dragged away. I like that. He was completely at fault, but I did feel sorry for him, thinking of the upcoming interrogation. Don't feel sorry for him. He knew exactly what he was getting into. Phew. I thought I I'd be used to doing private and detective work to investigate infidelity. If I had to do all of this, I'd like to see relationships straight out of love stories. I straightened my outfit as I thought such. I straightened my outfit as I thought such. Like a princess and a prince meeting by accident and falling in love at first sight. I know it sounded cliche, but I couldn't say it wasn't appealing. I shouldn't. I shook my head to rid my head of those embarrassing thoughts. For now, you shouldn't make the other person mad or sad, and it was never good to lie to them. Although I had no experience with love, that was the type of thing I thought about. To never lie. It was different from lying about cheating, but I did lie. Even to the people closest to me. I noticed there was a haze in the air. I looked up to see the sun about to set. I better go back soon. It was quite a distance from the center of the town to the tower. There were no lights in the forest, and I could get lost even on my usual path. I decided to jog back home as quickly as I could. The fog is really thick today. It wasn't unusual for the city to be covered like this during the night, but it felt like it came earlier than usual. With how it was now, I needed to be wary, making sure I took care of each step of the way. Maybe I should borrow a light from somewhere to go home with. I started to walk cautiously when... I noticed someone's presence thanks to a shift in the thickness of the fog. I could barely hear the footsteps. But the way the air moved was completely different. Am I being chased after? I sensed someone's gaze. I started to pick up my pace, but the presence stuck close to me. That someone was following me, without a doubt. What to do now? The town was nearly deserted, and I had already arrived at the outskirts. Even if I tried to find an open store or a well-lit place, I doubted I could find one now. I should have taken a different path, but it was too late for that. The footsteps were getting closer. As I grew more nervous, a name crossed my mind. The Black Shadow? The rumored serial killer. If he were a robber, I could deal with that. But if his goal was murder, would I be able to deal with someone who's killed so many without so much as a single trace? The footsteps grow even louder. Damn it! I drew my sword and spun around to attack preemptively. And then the footsteps suddenly stopped.
What?
Huh? I blinked in surprise. The fog suddenly became lighter and I saw Levi's face. Levi?
おいおい、どうしたんだよ、剣なんか抜いて。
Well, hell, you were coming up at me from behind, you know, in a thick fog during the evening, you know, yeah. And also, I was just robbed, like, I don't know, a day or two ago. What do you mean by that? I sensed someone coming from behind, so I thought it was the Black Shadow.
黒い影？なんだそれ？
You don't know? There's a string of murders going on in this town right now. The culprit isn't caught yet.
ああ、物騒なんだな。
I thought you could be a robber too, but if you were the killer... Anyway, I'm so glad it was you, Levi.
悪かったって。俺も霧が濃くて前が見えなかったからさ。
It's especially bad today.
にしても仕事の帰りか？もう少し早く帰った方がいいんじゃないか？
Yeah, I thought so too. I'll be more careful next time.
しょうがねえな。送ってやろうか。あかりならすぐそこの家が知り合いだからきっと貸してもらえる。弟分の面倒を見るのも務めだしな。
I felt genuinely thankful. I was starting to get uneasy being in this thick fog all alone. Except, Levi didn't know I lived at that tower. And if he found out I lived with that suspicious man, he would tell me to go back to the manor with him. I saw a fire from behind my eye. No, I'm alright. Francisca would be worried about you, so you should go home soon.
心配するような年でもないだろ。
She'll still worry about you. I mean, come on. You could be 80 and she'll still worry about you if she was still alive. I heard parents always care about their children no matter how old they get. See?
じゃ、その誰かの忠告に従っとくか。でもお前も無理すんなよ。結局何のかんのと一人で背負い込むからな。
Really? I just try to do what I can. I knew full well that I couldn't do what Levi suggested. If I didn't have this secret, I wouldn't have such a guilty conscience. If I really was a boy, I would be able to continue my relationship with Levon and Levi.
それが一人で背負い込むって言うんだよ。もっと頼ってくれていいんだけどな。お前の頼みならどんなことだろうが力を尽くしてやるから。
Even if I ask you to do my jobs for me on your days off?
それは勘弁してくれ。
Yeah, thought so. Levi laughed with me. I can't tell him my secret. I do rely on you. Thanks, Levi. We were back at our usual selves. We were back to our usual selves. I noticed the fog around us getting lighter. Seems like it's better now. That's great.
これならお前も迷子にならないな。
Not with so little fog. I took a step into the foggy area, but Levi held out his arm in front of me. I thought he had something else to say, but I was wrong. He was looking intently into the fog. I stared into the white fog and saw a silhouette. Lucas? He didn't notice us. Why was he standing in the fog all alone?
何やってんだ、あいつ。
We tensed and Levi put his hand on his sword. Levi! I tried to keep my voice low, but apparently Lucas heard me. He turned to us in a quick motion, and with a wrinkle between his brow walked toward us.
なんでこんなとこにいるんだよ。
貴様らこそどうしてこんな自分ここにいる。
いたからなんだって言うんだよ。黒い影だとでも言う気か。
Levi! They were both openly hostile. I didn't expect him to say the name of the serial killer.
その噂を知っているのか。さすがは犬らしく鼻が利くようだな。
お前こそこんな時間に何なんだ。仮にもファルジの当主の息子だろ。こんなところを一人でフラフラしてていいのか。
Those two really didn't get along. Though Lucas didn't get along with the Wolf Clan in general. Levi tried to pick apart every single thing he said, too. He's not looking to fight, but they just aren't compatible. Unexpectedly, Lucas closed his mouth and walked off in another direction.
おい！
He apparently had no intention to talk and quietly disappeared into the fog.
なんなんだあいつ。
Beats me. Maybe he was just worried about us.
心配してる口調には一つも聞こえなかったぞ。
Well, maybe that's just how Lucas greets people.
ずいぶん前向きな考えだな。
Well, it's always good to be an optimist in such pessimistic times.
ともかく、お前は霧が薄くなった今のうちに早く帰った方がいいんじゃないか？
That's right. I'll hurry back.
な、また変な奴に見つからないうちにな。
Weirdos.
変だろ？一人でこんなところに立ってるのも、何も言わずに行っちまうのも。
That's true. I wonder what he was really doing here.
じゃ、気をつけて帰れよ。
Yeah, you too, Levi. I felt the cold air cling to my cheeks as I moved quietly along. The fog drifting upon the snow dampened my clothes, drawing heat away from my body. It seemed as if the fog thickened again. Soon, it engulfed me once more. If somebody were to approach me right now, I wouldn't know who it was. I continued to walk through the fog and darkness with only my gut instincts guiding me. I should probably end it here. Question mark? Question mark? Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it right here. This was another episode of Psychedelica of the Ashen Hawk. Thank you for joining me on this most epic adventure. If you like this video, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you would like to continue on with this epic adventure with me and who else is here. Until then, good night, good morning, good afternoon, have a pleasant day. Bye-bye.